guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead, and I am finally getting around to filming my Azure Standard grocery haul for the end of this pay period. This should be the finale. Just how far over budget did I go in this pay period? This is the last thing that I needed to film. So, who was back there? What are you doing? You sneaking in back there? So, I'm going to go through the items that I purchased this month for our family. I'm going to tell you the prices that I paid and kind of go through why I chose to get these items from Azure Standard. Some are tried and true things that I've been getting for years. Others are brand new. So we're going to go over all those details and see how I did. Here we go. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to start off down here. I picked up another bag of the raw walnuts. This is a 5-pound bag and it is selling for $15.22. And I needed to restock on these because if you've watched some of our previous videos, we did a year's worth of pesto from the basil that we grew in our garden, and we used walnuts in our recipe. We actually filmed it, I think, last year whenever we preserved a year's worth of pesto, and so I'll link that video in the description box if you wanted to see it, if you wanted to see our recipe and stuff like that. So we wiped out our stash of walnuts and this is restocking it. I do keep these in the freezer because it does prolong their life, I feel like. The next item that I got, the pitted prunes. Now this is just a 1-pound baggie of organic pitted prunes, and I paid $6.77 for this, which is more expensive than what you can get just for something, you know, off the shelf at Walmart or Aldi, something like that. But I am okay paying extra for these because I much prefer the quality of these compared to the ones at the store. I opened the bag because I want to show you guys what these look like. Okay, so there they are. Oops, I'm dropping them. There they are. I don't know if you're familiar with the ones from the store. The ones that I have gotten from the store are coated in an oil to the point where they almost feel slimy to me. And these here from Azure Standard just feel like dried fruit. Plain and simple dried fruit. They're actually not something that I would have to force children to eat, like for medicinal reasons, if you know what I mean. These are pleasant to eat. This is just a snack item for our family. So we genuinely enjoy these. I do keep these in the refrigerator and they keep for a long time, but some just choose to snack on them every once in a while. Let's see. Now the next item I'm going to show you, I'll show you, and then I'm actually going to switch over to the computer here for a second to give you some more details. This is something that I am getting for the first time. I'm not going to show you all the details of it, just for my own personal privacy there. But this is a medicinal tincture that I am choosing to incorporate into my daily supplement routine. And I'll show it to you here on the computer. There's a whole bunch to pick from. It's a company called Reyes, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I paid $16.92. This is a glass bottle, and it's a glycerin and then some herbs that can be used for whatever condition that you might be wanting to address. And so I picked up a specific one. I'm going to pause here and move to the computer in the living room, and we'll look at some of the others that are options for you. Okay, so I know there are high-techy ways of putting this on a video, but I'm not a high-techy person, so this is what we get here. There are a whole bunch of these available. There is, like here, a parasite kit, drawing salve, some echinacea. There's one specifically for hormones, calcium, magnesium, a liver cleanse. There's a whole bunch. Attention deficit, allergy, female correction. So lungs, asthma, kidney and bladder, blood pressure, detox, breathe easy, cramp relief, big C. It said this one was specifically for cancer things. Menopause, thyroid, nursing, master gland, I'm not familiar with that one, blood purifier, heart, prenatal. So let's see, licorice, prostate, that's that big C again. So a whole bunch here to pick from, and there's probably even more that if you're looking for a more natural way to address maybe one of these issues, that might be something you want to look at to where it's already ready-made. You don't have to make your own tincture yourself. And that's something I have done in the past, but I sure do appreciate the convenience of being able to order something already ready to go, and I've not had to do the research to see which herbs are best for the condition that I'm looking to work on. So, okay, we will go back into the kitchen table and see what else I got from Azure this month. All right, back to the table, the conditioner. I had a little bit of an issue with my order this month. I actually ordered a 3-pack of the tea tree conditioner here because I wanted the bulk purchase price on it. And when I received my order, only one of the 3 came in. So with the bulk purchasing price, I would have paid $6.13 per bottle of conditioner here. And all I had to do was contact the company and let them know, hey, I only got one. You charged me for 3. And they gave me a refund on the 2 that I did not receive. So that has been taken care of, and I'll just have to look at reordering some extras on a future order. Back here in the back, I got the dish soap again. Now, we have purchased this before, but it came in a different packaging when we did it before. So this is a big 5-gallon container of the hand washing dish soap. I really like it because it's fragrance free. Our family seems really sensitive to the synthetic fragrances, and this stuff is great. It does the job and it doesn't bother us with the smells. So $66.06 is what we paid for this. Now I will say in the past, when we bought this, it came in a hard plastic, a big jug is what it came in. And it was a little more difficult then to get a pump and figure out how you were going to utilize this dish soap. Now I am happy to say this, the way this came in, if you notice this part right here, this pulls open whenever you're ready to use it. And there is a little spigot here to be able to dispense the dish soap. So what our family has done, since we routinely buy this, we have a 5-gallon bucket with a hand pump on there, and we will probably transfer this to that 5-gallon bucket when it is completely empty. But we are super pleased with this product here. A new product that we have never gotten before, but we're really, really happy with. Okay, so those of you that watch previous videos know we were doing cream of wheat for a while for a hot breakfast cereal. Then we switched to cream of barley. And just recently I found this 5-grain cereal through Azure Standard, and we tried it out, and you can see this one here has already been opened up and used. The children love it. This is high reviews from my children. Now it comes in the ones I got came in a 5-pound bag for $8.87, which breaks down to $1.77 per pound for this cereal. Compared to the cream of barley was $4.20 per pound is what I was paying for this. So I am really glad that my children like the 5-grain cereal better than the cream of barley. The 5 grains on here, what was it? It looks like it's majority oats, but there's rye, there's wheat, there's some flaxseed in there. It was just really, really tasty. And we cooked it up just like we would, you know, say oatmeal or something like that, or the cream of barley, just like we would do it in a saucepan in the morning, and flavor it with honey or maple syrup, some butter, maybe some milk, some cinnamon. So I foresee us getting this again. I may actually buy a big old bulk and put it in a 5-gallon bucket with a gamma lid for these items here. All right, my last Azure Standard item is something that I think a lot of people use this, but I have never purchased Redmond's Real Salt. I see it on homesteading channels and things like that, and I've never purchased it. This is a 25-pound bag. I have gone with the fine salt this time, and I paid $78.04 for the 25 pounds. So we are looking forward to using this. In the past, I've used the fine Celtic sea salt, so I just kind of want to see what the difference is. Of course, this will last long time, so I'm not worried about it going bad or anything, so buying it in bulk was not an issue for me. So this was it, my big whopping Azure Standard order for this month. And now I'm going to get my clipboard and we're going to go over grand totals, because those of you that know, I don't pay full price for my Azure Standard hauls for a variety of reasons, and we'll go over why I don't do that and what my end total did end up being. All right, let's talk some numbers here. I've got the clipboard, and this is the last update on just how much did I spend this month in the grocery budget. So as of the last video, which would have been this past Friday, when I did a weekly sale ad grocery haul, at that point we were in the hole. I had overspent by $821.57, which is out of the ordinary. For those of you that don't typically watch these videos, I typically try to keep our grocery purchases within an $1,100 budget that we have set for our family. And more often than not, I can do that just fine. But I made an exception here because world events, weather-related things, the election here in the United States was coming up, and I chose to boost the stockpile a little bit and go over budget. So, starting this next pay period, it should be with the video I intend to put out tomorrow. We should start trying to rein it in and stay within that $1,100 budget. So my total for the Azure Standard haul that we just saw here, my out of pocket for this was $122 even. And obviously the items that I showed you here, if you add it up, it was over $122. So there are several reasons why my total was lower than what it adds up to be. First of all, I want to thank Miss Susan. Miss Susan I have a referral code, and I will put that in the description box as well. Susan used that referral code link for our family whenever she set up her Azure Standard account, and whenever she placed her first order, our family got a credit for referring her to Azure Standard. So if this is something that you might be interested in, please use the code. We would appreciate it. It helps us to lessen my Azure Standard bill each month. Also, Miss Doris sent a gift card to our family, just a gift for us. So thank you, Doris, for that. Very much appreciated. And then finally, I've mentioned it before, I volunteer as the drop coordinator for our local group. And that just means I send out emails, the reminders, letting people know. I'm just kind of the liaison between the company and customers, members of our group. And by doing that, Azure Standard does give me a small credit on my order each month as well. So with those things coming off this month, my total came to that $122 instead of what it would have been without those extra credits there. And this means that at the end of this pay period, my grand total, that big hole in the budget that I did, came to $943.57 being overspent from that $1,100 grocery budget that we had set aside. So there you go. Is what it is. I get to start over. When my husband gets paid on the 10th, I get to start over and be more intentional about staying within that $1,100 budget. And honestly, I'm very grateful to have the funds set aside to be able to do this. But I will admit there was some extra stress this last pay period with buying so much extra and organizing it and things like that. So I'm a little relieved to be able to get back to restraining myself on the grocery purchasing. And I'm still going to be keeping stockpiles. That's not something, we have kept a stockpile of food for many, many years now. Not something that's going to change just because the election's over with and weather stabilizes and, you know, all the things. But at least it's not a sudden and intense and, you know, a push forward to get things done. So I'm relieved, and I'm looking forward to the next once a month grocery stock up, which at this point I'm intending to be tomorrow's video for you guys. My big once a month stock up after my husband gets paid on the 10th. So that's the plan. And if everything goes according to plan, that's the video you'll see tomorrow. So I appreciate you watching. I just appreciate your support. You guys are good to us, and I appreciate you. Double check that you are subscribed and that you've done the thumbs up. And please make sure that you share our channel with others if you're able to. Our channel is growing, and it's growing just, you know, little bits every day. And we appreciate it. And that's because you guys are using word of mouth to get it out there. And I think it's awesome. So I love you guys. And I hope you all are having an awesome day. And I will just see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching